Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From the post-millennial, AOC claims trans kids are awesome as she advocates for allowing biological males in young girls' sports. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York expressed her support for trans kids, this in response to a proposal relating to the CCP virus relief bill. Well, this is awesome. That's great. Makes complete and total sense. Look how diverse this team is. What? Why? What are you complaining about? Look at the diversity of this team. It means that it means that even men make superior women. That's content for you to think about, right? Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York expressed her support for trans kids in response to a proposal relating to the CCP virus relief bill. According to Salon, Senator Roger Marshall, quote, filed an amendment that would prohibit funding for schools that allow transgender athletes in female sports, end quote. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez wrote a retweeted commenting on an inaccurate characterization of Senator Roger Marshall's proposal. What else is new? Trans kids are awesome, incredible, beautiful, and wonderful. Bigotry is not. Republicans need to stop obsessing over the people's gender's identity because frankly it's very weird and they are doing a lot of harm to children when just trying to be themselves. Look! Credit where credit is due. Shit. I fumbled my macro keys again. Look. You can be a transgender, welcome, go on and be it. Just don't do it on kids, because kids are pretty much confused as it is. I don't think it's a good idea to put kids in puberty blockers or even transition at those early age. I think it's absolutely wrong. And if you're gonna transition, at least try to do it after when you are 18 years old or older. When at least you have some knowledge and it's legally, it means legally you're an adult. At least try that before you do something stupid that will ruin your life forever. And I have no problem, go on and be a transgender. No issues whatsoever. My problem begins because males will absolutely 100% destroy female sports and will definitely harm women in those sports. In fact, they actually get hurt quite badly, especially in fighting sports, because as you know, males have bigger skeletons, we have much more muscles, we are physically much stronger than they are, faster, more agile, and many other things. Women are not. So males have an advantage over it. Even despite taking hormones for quite a while, men will still be stronger than women. Well, to make my point, I'm gonna go and use, well, not the bee, because they made the collection easier for me. Let me show it to you guys. Here. Can you identify which one here is a transgender? Oops. Identify who is the transgender over here? Have you identified it over here? Have you? Let's go and zoom in. Can you identify who the transgender is? Look at this. 2 transgender women. Look at that. That's the advantage. And they have been taking hormones. They have been doing all of that. So, can you identify which one here is the transgender woman? Can you? Look at the advantage. Have you identified the transgender woman? Well, quite easy, isn't it? Very easy. very, very easy to identify who is the transgender woman. Fascinating, right? Well, this is the problem I'm talking about, AOC. That's the problem. Men make superior women. And you don't want that type of stuff on your sports. But, go on. Let's go and read the news. A few days ago, Senator Marshall wrote an op-ed for Fox News stating Biden's executive order allowing competition based on gender identity instead of biological sex would destroy women's sports. That's one way of putting it. Destroying it is kind of underselling it, in my opinion. It will be completely nuked. This off the heels of AOC advocating for a $24 minimum wage as the American people really need, instead of the $15 wage hike that her colleagues in Congress are currently rallying for. Let me put it this way, I live in a shithole of a country, a very, very, very large shithole that stinks and keeps on stinking, and you can actually feel the smell even on the other side of the world. But suffice to say, when it raises the minimum wage, which is yearly, everything takes a price hike, to the point that you think, hey, oh look, more money! And then, it won't even take a week, and you already can't afford. You're back at the square zero, in which you couldn't afford the item to begin with, because the prices all raised up, because they need to cover up the minimum wage increase for all their employees. Wonderful, right? Wunderbar! Oh! There you go. Anyway, if she makes it $24, it's going to be bad. Fuck. It means it's going to even increase the stuff that this shithole imports from America and other places. Wonderful. Thank you, AOC. Now that things that were already pretty much expensive because it costs 3 times more just to import it, it's going to cost, what, 5, 6 times more? 8? Thank you, AOC. Anyway, while it's unclear how this relates to the CCP virus relief, transgender issues have been a frequent topic in Washington over the past several weeks. The issue is a hotly contested debate in Congress. Late last month, Senator Rand Paul questioned Rachel Levine, President Joe Biden's nominee for Assistant Secretary of Health, over the topic. He received flack over saying genital mutilation is considered a particularly egregious issue because it nearly always carried out on minors and is a violation of the rights of children. I agree with Rand Paul. He is absolutely correct, and he is, in fact, an actual doctor. Way more than the money of these people. But then again, he holds the wrong opinion, so he needs to be cancelled according to their own ideas. But here we are. Senator accused Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of being anti-trans for responding to Illinois Representative Marie Newman hoisting a transgender pride flag outside her office, which was in fact a provocation against Marjorie Taylor Greene. And she actually took that provocation and put a poster in front saying there are only 2 genders. Anyway, here's what they say. Greene responded by putting a sign saying, quote, there are 2 genders, male and female, trust the science, end quote, outside her room, opposite of Newman's. There's historical background documented the plight of detransition people. Back in 2004, the Los Angeles Times detailed how Canadian man David Raymer became a test subject for sex reassignment at just 8 months old. He ended up committing suicide at age 38. YouTube channels like Rival Maverick have gone to great lengths, sharing similar transition regret stories. Jesse Singal explored the topic of transgender regret in News for Atlantic's July and August 2018 issue. He highlighted this rush for physical gender transition being heaped on minors. Quote, but that feeling didn't last. After her surgery, Max moves from her native California to Portland and threw herself into the trans scene there. It wasn't a happy home. The clarity of identity she was seeking and that she felt temporarily after starting hormones and undergoing surgery never fully set in. The discomfort didn't go away. Early last year, Outsports named male-to-female MMA fighter Fallon Fox the bravest athlete in history, brave and stunning. They qualify Fox breaking an opponent's skull twice in one match as courageous act. Yes, exactly. See the advantage? This is the advantage that these people do not seem to see. You are going to get a very bad thing for female sports if this keeps going the way it's going. Women will stop joining. They are going to lose their, for instance, even their, what's the name? Here's their scholarship. There you go. Scholarship. Many of the females who actually excel in sports are going to lose their scholarship for transgender. You saw the two videos I showed to you. You saw the end here the result on Fallon Fox actually breaking the opponent's skull twice in one match. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? That's what these imbeciles are advocating for. They don't seem to see much beyond their fucking noses. And AOC, you are a very, very stupid bimbo. Look, I admire her ability to get out of being just a bartender and becoming a congresswoman, and then eventually a senator, because I know she's a careerist. She's going to be a politician, a career politician. I admire her ability of going out from practically a nobody to what she's achieved today. I admire her for that. But her ideas are absolutely fucking retarded. I'm sorry, they are very, very retarded and not based on science, but stupidity. Anyway, thank you. Oh no! Fumbling my outro. It seems to be my outro. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You're watching on youtube.com/Dr. Jester. I'm gonna try and upload this video on BitChute.com/Dr. Jester, but that shit seems to be suffering from some certain thing. I still have days with the video stuck on process and publish. What the fucking bullshit that is. Well, anyway, if you want exclusive content, head to those places, bitchute.com/Dr. Jester or minds.com/Dr. Jester. Anyway, thank you for watching. See, that's what I should say that. Thank you for watching. Good night.